our third live tonight.
Third live tonight. Yeet.
YOLO.
So he'll probably get on here in a minute. Let everybody pile back around.
I don't know him though. Will I offend him?
No, not at all. He's cool. He's young.
His humor?
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I don't know how his humor is. We're kind of inappropriate, so we'll see.
That's what I'm saying. Will I offend him?
Maybe. I don't really know.
Mode.
We back, and he should be bumping on here. I sent him an invite. There he is. Boom. Add. There he is.
Shabbat shalom, guys.
Shabbat shalom.
Now we gotta make sure that the sound doesn't do the echoey thing.
Yeah, see, because like I didn't even know.
Everybody let us know if we're echoing or not echoing.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know that you were trying to like go later because I usually go at 7:30, and I felt super bad because T was like, "Hey," T was like, "Oh yeah, he's trying to avoid your time," and I'm like, "Shit, man." Normally I go at 7:30, but because I've been doing Rev Shabbat Fellowship, we're not even getting in until 9 or so, and so I'm starting about 9:30. But it's hit and miss. So me and you got my number now. So me and you will check. That way I'm not stepping on your toes with that, or we'll just go live together.
Hey, TC said.
Yeah, no worries.
Good.
He's in Hooter and buckets and Bibles and Torah or something like that.
Yeah, so there's like this. So there's this fan over here, and I guess it could really use some grease or something. It makes a really loud noise, and everybody kept hearing it.
I can't hear it.
Well, it's off right now, but there was one particular live stream. Everybody heard it, and I thought I had like a pet bird or something.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and then there was this other time that I really had to pee, and I guess I said something, and T came out here. He brought a bucket and just set it next to me, and so just these two like running jokes, kind of back and forth. Right. And so I was like, maybe I should rename the channel like Buckets and Birds, like kind of like a spin-off from Buckets and Bible. I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, you do the Torah portions yet?
I have not, no sir.
Bro, they're fire this week. Yeah. Well, so like, I mean, I love Deuteronomy. I like the second telling. I like how it kind of it's like the speed version of like doing the other books, right? And I like the second telling, and then there's some other nuggets in Deuteronomy. I like the way that it's laid out a little bit more, and plus I'm super duper happy to be out of Numbers. No, the Matthew part of the Torah portions this week, it's Matthew 24, which I'm a Revelations guy, so that one always hits, and since the world's super weird right now, it hits extra hard.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sound is good, no echo. Yeet.
Yeet.
Matt,
yeah, y'all sound good over here, so.
All right, cool.
Matt says we the people just created the coolest thing since 1776.
Patty says all the buckets. Oh, cool, man. How many people? We got 21 people on here? Cool. Awesome, guys. Yeah, so we had somebody, when I was live just a minute ago, somebody came on and they were like,
what's your pronouns?
Yeah, what's your pronouns?
And where are they then?
I'm a he and this is a she.
You can tell by the beard.
Yikes.
You can tell by
There's only two, just like the creator made. And and then T schwacked him. He put him in timeout immediately. I was like, wait, we got to witness. I think they left the channel. So when the phone is oriented upwards like this, because there's a live one, the people can scroll through different lives. You get a lot of random people. And this, for me, the reason I started this channel originally was just to like talk about homesteading, like kind of our adventures in life. But it quickly turned into kind of testimony and an opportunity for me to witness. And so that's mainly what this platform is to witness to people that don't know, like true biblical doctrine and not modern day doctrine about Christianity that has a lawless Messiah. And so that's like a lot of our is breaking down the scriptures in context for people that are new, but also fellowshipping with people that don't have people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's like super duper important. Because like we didn't have people for a long time, and we've diligently prayed for years, and then the Father placed us where He wanted us to be, and so we're super blessed to have people, but not everybody has that, and so sometimes it gets a little bit lonely out there when it's just you trying to figure stuff out, and so opportunity is to like, how do you do this, or how do you do that, or what's this look like, or what's your opinion on that, or what's the scripture say about this. And I love that. That to me is that's my life, man. I mean, this is everything to me.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
I don't really care about my camper, my belongings, everything that I got. I'll walk away from it. My job, it don't matter. I'll walk away from all this to follow the Father. I don't care. None of it matters. So to me, this is my life. This is what I am passionate about. This is what I'm in love with. And His truth, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, and I agree to all of that, because that's pretty much where I was too. Not so much the homesteading part, because I'm not quite there yet, but the whole reason I started it was that whole fellowship aspect. Just knowing that I knew that I wasn't the only one struggling with that, and so I just made it a personal goal of mine that, if I could make this something that people could like gravitate towards and connect with, that if I could start doing live streams and all that, I want to just provide a fellowship space for those that they don't have much of that, and it's grown significantly. And then I've also started to notice and run into the randos on the vertical lives. I'm usually always doing the vertical lives, so and
Yeah.
it's also been a witnessing opportunity over there just as much. Even though I'm pretty small right now, but like they show up, and sometimes like I've actually had quite a few people subscribe simply because of that witness. And I don't know if it was ever
Same.
that person in particular, but there's just all these other people seeing this fruit being produced in that moment,
Yep.
and
What
just
does it
like,
say?
oh, super subbed.
It says the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. You know what I mean? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like there's people that literally, as soon as they hear it, they're just like, I was prepared for this. Like, the Father prepared me already for this. I just couldn't find it. You know what I mean? And so, like, when they hear it, it just clicks. They're like, yep, that's it.
Well, let's go to Matthew 24 and talk about the good news and how that's proclaimed, and that's the good news, and because in the Torah portions in Matthew 24, it's towards find the good news.
Runners. I don't know. Do you got the
No,
scripture?
he's in the scriptures.
Yeah, he's probably got the meta version.
My Bible's MIA. I had subcontracted it to my wife, and so I had to use my phone tonight at fellowship. But she's got a ESV version, which is fine.
V stands for version. You totally don't have to say the V.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm fucking somebody
the English,
up tonight.
the English Standard Version.
Yeah, the other bad translation version.
Okay.
Will you turn that light on?
I sure can.
Thank you, love. So, will you find it?
It's in here.
Yeah, it's in there. There you go.
No.
Yeah, just find it really quick, and then you can read it. Unless Hoot's got it, and then he can read it. But it talks about this is the good news, or this is the good news that's proclaimed, or something to that effect.
Oh yeah. Here.
You got it? Okay, what verse is it?
14.
14? So you want to start before 14, or?
I mean, yeah, they will deliver you up to tribulation and put you to death, and you'll be hated by all nations for my name's sake. Then many will fall away and betray one another and hate one another, and many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. And because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved.
Pause. So lawlessness, right? So what does the law teach us? Like what can be hung? What's the two that can be hung on the whole Torah and the prophets? Love the Father,
and
love your neighbor, right?
Yeah.
So love, so the whole Torah is about love, like how to love and respect the Father, how to love and respect your neighbor, right?
Yep.
And so lawlessness is increased. So that the definition of love is now a made up version. It's now a made up version that we've created what love is, or what sex you are, or whatever, right? Yeah, you can go from Indian to black just on TV, just like that, right? You can just you can make stuff up, is what I'm saying, and the world accepts it because there's no defining factor of what love is, because people don't use a biblical definition of what love is, and I love that. I love the fact that tonight I heard some really good brothers talking about this very thing, and I'm stealing a little bit of their thunder on this, but go ahead and keep reading.
Okay. Yeah, the love of many will grow cold, but the one who endures till the end will be saved. And my version says, this gospel of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. But if you have the scriptures, if you have it
open, read it in the scriptures. You on that one?
Okay, so verse 14 in scriptures reads like this. And this good news of the reign shall be proclaimed in all the world as a witness to all the nations, and then the end shall come.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what's the good news, right? What's the good news? The good news is that there is a creator, right? And there is salvation. And there is a lamp to our feet. And people are like lost out there. They don't know where to go. And there's good people looking for righteousness, looking for the way, right? And and there's a lot of false prophets out there leading people astray. You know, there's just a lot of people with misinformation and a lot of distractions. And if you set your heart and your eyes, you get your heart condition right. I prayed the prayer when I came to the way. I prayed the prayer in a dark spot, not understanding modern Christianity in a dark spot, losing my faith. And I prayed. I said, Father, I don't want to know their truth, and I don't want to know mine. I just want to know yours. And I had no idea what that prayer meant. And he did exactly what I asked for. He showed me his truth, and it was in the scriptures, in context. It wasn't, I didn't need some kind of decoding thing because he reveals it to you. You know, if he can trust you with a little, he can trust you with a lot. And he trusted me with a little. He convicted me immediately about food, and I pivoted and I stopped with the food. And then he convicted me about Sabbath. I pivoted. Convicted me about tzitzit. Pivoted. Convicted me about feast days. Pivoted. Convicted me about keeping the Sabbath holy. Pivoted. Like all these different things. All these different things, right?
Sorry.
It's okay. She's autistic.
We don't know that for sure yet.
I mean, lightweight she might be, but
definitely ADHD.
Yeah. We're peculiar anyhow.
Oh my God.
but like that, Matthew 24 is part of the Torah portions for this week, depending on which ones you do. But for me, it's really fitting because I've been getting really like convicted lately to prep. And in 2018, when I was going to regular church, I got a really loud, and I was the only one. There's like 3 people in my fellowship at that time that got a word, and it was just one single word, and it was prepare. And didn't know what that meant. I just knew that he was serious when he said it. And so looking forward now, have all the events that have happened since the COVID-19 thing happened. Everything evil has exponentially sped up and gotten louder and more bold, if you would. And I think that maybe it was like that before and I didn't see it, but for whatever reason, my head popped out of the sand and I started looking around, understanding that, hey, all of the things that's going on in the world are really, really bad. There's not as much good as I thought there was. And this one hits me, but when I say I feel really convicted to prep, I've been very, very convicted lately to prep. And every time I think about prepping, it's like everything, not just like food, but like water filtration. It's like electricity. It's like solar stuff. It's like animals. It's like all the things. And then like ready to move. We talked about the greater Exodus. Are you?
I'm not well versed, but I know generally what you're talking about. Yes.
All right, spit your version out.
The only true understanding I have of it at the moment is that in the same way that the Father led his people out of Egypt the first time and brought them back to what was their promised land. That now this is where I don't really know. I don't know if it's supposed to be back to that same land or if it's just like a land that he brings his people in tribulation. I don't know, but I just know that same idea is happening again, where we're all going to be on the move wherever he's
So
leading
I
us.
like so I like in Revelations. You study Revelations much?
I haven't dove super deep into it. Like
Okay, so
I'm
I'm
familiar
not
with it
super deep
enough,
on,
but
yeah, I'm not super deep on anything because I don't read good, but I've been through it enough to where there's a lot of things in there that I can kind of see unfolding and lining up. I'm not going to say we're like in the tribulation because I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure we're in the birth pains, and they've been a little bit of a slow burn for most people. But so it talks about in Revelations where there's a place prepared for this woman, and she goes off into the wilderness for times, and half a times, which translated is 3.5 years. And we're
mhm. Yep.
right. And I think that the greater Exodus is a lot like Exodus in the facet of what did they do when they came out of Egypt, when they came out of Mitzrayim? What did they do? Right? There was like miracles on their journey just to get out in the middle of nowhere to chill. And then he like moved them around and they had to spend some time out there, right? Kind of weeding out the chaff, right? And and getting rid of a bunch of old stuff that the next generation didn't need to bring into the land with them. And so if the new Jerusalem and the new heaven and is going to be the new earth, right? And we're going to have a new temple. There's all these new things that are coming, and they're coming here. We're not going to some faraway place, but they're coming here. It's being brought to us. I think that for me, during like we're going to be here for tribulation, but I think there's a point of that, and maybe I don't know what that looks like, but maybe part of that is the greater Exodus, or maybe greater Exodus is just like
I don't know, man.
the only thing that I got him on because the seals were like kind of he couldn't get the seals, but man, on the trumpets and the bowls and the rest of it, dude, on fire and really good cross referencing. Um, I'll see if I can go one of these days. We'll do a live, and I'll just go like kick it with him, and then maybe we'll bump you on there at the same time. It'll be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll learn a lot because his stuff is he's got some deep stuff, but he's been keeping the way for over 10 years, which is awesome, and he's got really a lot of really good understanding in scripture and discernment when it comes to revelations, and yeah, it's always an honor to chat it up with him when we talk Bible stuff, man. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first time I really met him and talked with him, it was ATS, one of the years, I don't remember. But I was just like coming to this thing really and figuring it out. And I just remember one night, I don't know if it was like Sabbath or what, but we were out there until like 1 in the morning or super late. I just remember it being super late. And it was like me, him, and like a few other dudes just sitting
yep,
around talking about Revelations, just super heavy. And it was
that sounds
super
about right.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that sounds about right. Yeah, my beard is topped out. This is as long as it gets, bro. Yeah, it doesn't get any longer than this. It's been this length for probably 6 months, and he struggles with facial hair. And then like the little bit that he had, he shaved off, and he looked so weird at work this week. I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "I know, man. My wife yelled at me already." I'm like, "All right, cool."
As long as you know, yeah.
So, yeah, what do you do for a living, bro?
Right now I'm working at Toyota, a Toyota dealership where we're
Oh,
at.
what do you do?
I've been, as of late, getting heavier into diagnosing and doing more like mainline work, but still kind of learning.
Okay,
But
cool, man. Yeah, I worked at a dealership when I was like 21, and I started off as a porter, and I ended as a porter. All I did is move cars around and mop up oil stains, man. That's it. But
it says you keep freezing.
every once in a while, I guess the people say that we're freezing up.
No, you are.
Oh, me?
They say Jay keeps freezing, and then somebody said we got a panda sickle. Heather said it helps having hoop. Then we know it's not on our end because he's.
Yeah, I see it glitching out.
Yeah. I could hear what I'm missing.
Oh.
How
long's that been
silent
going
mode
on?
activated. I don't know. I was reading it. Must be talking about Heath.
Oh man.
He's going to be hacking into the mainframe. Oh,
Jeez Louise. It's good right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, every time we start talking about like really good fire stuff, man, my internet goes crazy and it just starts glitching out every time. I don't know how yours works, but just kind of seems par for the course.
I've never really ran into that issue myself, but maybe I'm just in a. I have good internet, so that's probably a bad indicator, right? But you know, I'm not in the right place right now. Too close,
Oh,
but
man.
no, I haven't really ran into that issue myself yet, but
Okay, yeah, mine's bad, and you know what? It could just be that my router's super old, and because I live in the woods and it's off in the woods, away from the building I'm staying in. So who knows?
yeah.
Who knows? But sometimes it works flawlessly, and then sometimes it's real bad.
This is awesome.
Are you keeping up with the comments?
No.
I'm trying to. I haven't really been paying too much attention. I think they're mostly talking about the connection.
I'm trying to like speed read this so I can make sure
Hey,
it's
love,
content.
I need you on the chat because I can't keep up with the chat. Good right now.
Why is that button there? I don't want that button.
What's up, Striker Cade?
I feel like I accidentally found this, but
yeah, for real. I thought I knew the word too, man, until I met some people that knew the word. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's real, man. Because boy, you couldn't talk me out of it until I heard somebody just like slamming all the stuff I thought I knew. Well, what's funny is that that particular thing is kind of what led me to the way, though, because um, I actually watched a video earlier today. I just clicked on it for a minute because it had a like, I don't know, it was a clickbaity catch, but it was like things that the Bible doesn't actually say, and there was a bunch of stuff that I knew and that I'd heard, but some of it I got reminded about, and I was like, man, that's real because it doesn't actually say those things. And
like cleanliness is next to godliness.
No,
I thought was in the Bible. It's not actually in the Bible anywhere.
Yeah, like it doesn't say God made flesh. That's not what it says. It doesn't say that. And like there was a couple of them that I was like, oh man, I have heard that, and I guess I never thought about it. But it doesn't say that. It said he was made flesh. But and it means there's plurals to it, like there's multiple. right?
Like when it's talking about all the gods of all the idols and all these other gods, that's Elohim. That's the same word.
Yeah, it is the same word in Hebrew. And so you have to, in the context that it's in, you have to break down what it's talking about. And when it's speaking about like in the creation, you'll get the little of that, and you're like, oh snap. Like, and that's why when I hear the word Lord, it like it creeps me out. I can't say it.
Yes.
And when I hear people say it, it's like, man, you don't even know what you're saying right now.
Yeah, I was watching a guy. I think Texas T actually sent it to me. I don't remember, but he was talking about that. How most Christian churches they're actually worshiping Baal. And when he first said it, I wasn't thinking about that translation kind of thing. I was just like, I could see it, but I didn't dig too far into it. But now, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't either. And like, I actually, a brother that I met when I first started coming to the way and learning about all this stuff, he was like, hey, we don't say God or Lord or none of that stuff because that's not his name. We don't say that over here. And I learned so much from that guy because it made me research. It made me look into it. And then everything that he was saying was like, oh, snap. Now I get why he's saying that because he knows who the father is, right? This guy, he knows he has a relationship, a standing relationship, and to like try to speak about him or to him using some other name that's of some other deity that's like it's like disrespectful. And so like I got the offense and why he was so firm about, hey, don't say that. As soon as I started realizing that he has a name and it's got its enunciation and it's like holy and don't profane it, like put his name on, like everything. It's like I've always had a conviction, even before I was really a believer or a follower. Like the Bible was like a holy book to me, and so that holy book, I treated it with a tremendous amount of respect. Some people would use it as a coaster and set their coffee cup on it and all kinds of stuff. And I'd always take it off of there because it was like to me, it seemed disrespectful. And that may seem small, but it was definitely a conviction I've had that this is important.
Patty is wondering, does he see the comments or only people from his chat?
Yes.
Like,
No,
I do.
he can see the comments. Yeah.
So basically, we're on the same live stream right now. Like, there's not two separate live streams. I just joined into their kind of deal, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So like everything.
Somebody also said Frozen Panda nodding hooter.
Oh no.
But that was earlier.
Just now.
I know, but it was still
I think
yeah, I'm dialed.
I think my Wi-Fi is gonna.
What's up, Heather? Shalom.
Is it out of Zechariah?
Zechariah 10.
Zechariah 10?
I mean, maybe the whole book is good, and I just happened to come across this chapter. But at this point,
for whatever reason, it hits you. You want to read it, send it. Okay, which one?
I'm not in the scriptures, so don't hate me. It does say
nobody
Lord,
cares.
And I don't know the right words to translate. So like, it is what it is.
You say Elohim.
I don't know what, it might be the wrong.
It may.
Plugged in,
it may. It's a bad translation. Yeah. So go ahead.
Okay, it says, ask rain from the Lord in the season of the spring rain, from the Lord who makes the storm clouds, and he will give them showers of rain, to everyone the vegetation in the field. For the household gods utter nonsense, and the diviners see lies. They tell false dreams and give empty consolation. Therefore the people wander like sheep. They are afflicted for lack of a shepherd. My anger is hot against the shepherds, and I will punish the leaders. For the Lord of hosts cares for his flock, the house of Judah, and will make them like his majestic steed in battle. From him shall come the cornerstone, from him the tent peg, from him the bow. From him every ruler, all of them together. They shall be like mighty men in battle, trampling the foe in the mud of the streets. They shall fight because the Lord is with them, and they shall put to shame the riders on horses. I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph. I will bring them back because I have compassion on them, and they shall be as though I had not rejected them. For I am the Lord their God, and I will answer them. Then Ephraim shall become like a mighty warrior, and their hearts shall be as with wine. Their children shall see it and be glad. Their hearts shall rejoice in the Lord. I will whistle for them and gather them in, for I have redeemed them, and they shall be as many as they were before. Though I scattered them among the nations, yet in far countries they shall remember me and return. I will bring them home from the land, gather them from Assyria, bring them to the land of Gilead and to Lebanon, till there is no room for them. He shall pass through the sea of troubles and strike down the waves of the sea, and all the depths of the Nile shall be dried up. The pride of Assyria shall be laid low.
Pause.
Wait, we're almost done. And
Okay,
the scepter of Egypt shall depart. I will make them strong in the Lord, and they shall walk in his name.
Wow. So, hey, if you haven't read Revelations, a bunch of that goes right back to Revelations too. It taught. You know that one, Jeremiah 31:31?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's the renewed covenant, and it's not between Gentile believers and whoever. It's between Israel and Judah. And so then we go back to the grafting into, what are we grafted into? The Father's family, his people, and his people's name is Israel, and Judah. And so Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, basically. So it was talking about that his people will remember him all over the place.
And he's going to whistle for them.
Amazing.
That's like, just imagine like going out, you whistle for your dog just runs home. Like imagine just all of us, everyone. He calls for us, and we're just boop. There you go.
Well, I mean, so the sheep know the sound of their shepherd, right? Mm-hmm. They know their shepherd's voice.
Yeah.
Like anytime you're in like prophecy and stuff like that, it's fire for me. I don't know if we're glitching. Are we glitching?
I'm trying to load mine. I turned it off because I was gonna see if it would help, but I turned off my interwebs. What it was doing? Here we go. It should be. Hopefully,
I'm trying to read the chat. Oh man, they said I was freezing again.
Every time Panda speaks. Maybe it's just rumbling.
I don't know why it's doing.
This is a pretty normal thing for us, actually.
Kermode Bear says it's 5x5 now. Sometimes 0, sometimes 5x5. Yeah, dude, that's like the story of my life. Kermode said ish, 5x5 ish.
It says glitching a little, not terrible. Like glitching every now and then.
Brenda, I'm not that cool, man.
They said, "Oh, encouraging community. I think Hoot can hear you when you freeze, but we don't." LOL.
We're no, it's weird. I actually can. So
yeah, I haven't. You've only glitched just a tiny bit while I was talking to you.
Glitches get stitches. He's stupid.
Glitches get stitches. Who said that? Saucing you?
Okay, I'll see.
Yeah. So usually we got a saying when we get on here. You guys want to nerd out with the word out, and that's sometimes we'll bust out scriptures like that and read, give us something to springboard off of, so that we can talk about.
Heather, my brain can't process the fact that the gist of something starts with a G. Like that spelling, I know it's probably right, but my brain is like somehow just all of a sudden is not a word. Like it does not make any sense to spell it anyway.
Yeah,
that just tripped me out. It wouldn't be our family if it wasn't the worst production quality in the best material.
For real, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's real talk, man. I don't know. I got to do something about it.
Yeah,
I got to do something.
We may have to get fancy with the interwebs.
Yeah, may have to update our.
I think you're right, though, Heather. I think it is right. I'm gonna look it up right now because I'm pretty sure that is how you spell it.
What do you look it up?
No, it's a word.
What?
Gist, like the gist of something.
Oh yeah.
Also,
sorry guys, I've been up since 4. I'm smoked.
Also, gastrointestinal stromal tumor. Okay, just in case anybody else wanted to know.
Nobody cares about that.
That also showed up.
Yeah.
It is English after all. It doesn't have to make sense. Word. Still in Zechariah 2:11, similar to what you just read.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the books that almost gets like we go to Ezekiel and Jeremiah and Isaiah and Revelation, but I feel like Zechariah's got so much freaking meat in it, dude.
Does it feel hot in here to you?
It does feel very. I'm sweating. I'm lost. Zechariah 2:11. I don't remember where he goes. Where do you go? Is he after Ezekiel? Back here somewhere? I'm staying near. Anyone? I'm not even reading the chat. Hopefully somebody can tell me where. I was just there.
You were in like 10 or 11.
I know, but where the heck is Zechariah? You want to read it? If you have it open, I don't know if you opened it. It was Zechariah 2:11.
All
right.
Yeah, it's brilliant, but
right.
We need an actual sign language interpreter over on your end to interpret what we're saying for when we glitch out.
Yeah, for sure. Right.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately took Spanish, so I don't.
Separate your networks. What does that even mean?
We're not techie, dude. You'd have to like send me a bunch of like stick figure like lessons on how to do that. Let me see. Stand by.
God is super tight.
There, I separated my network.
What? What does that even mean?
I don't know what it means.
What did you put? What button did you just push?
I turned off my regular data.
It's gonna break it.
And just did like Wi-Fi.
I can't believe your brain even processed that could be a possibility.
I actually am pretty smart. I looked up.
Good thing I'm Italian and can read hands.
Right. What do you do? Like alt delete something to make things go away? That's about as techie as I am.
We're all the smartest in the slow class. The back row is the fun now.
So glitchy.
Loot, you're coming in 25, 100%. What does that mean?
I don't know, man.
See? I don't know. I don't know what to say because they're going for me. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird for me. they're like completely fine on my end.
Yeah, I don't know. Patty says, "Hooter, talk to us."
So this is guy.
I may be around. Yes. I have some things I have to do. I have to help the brother out. I've got some homestead stuff to work on, and I've got to do some other things with Brother Dudley that we don't talk about on the internet.
Medic Mouse.
What's up, Mouse? Late to the party, but it's a glitch party, so I don't know if you're really missing anything.
Ain't no party like a glitching party.
Yeah.
Because the glitching party never works. We
had some like house music going in the background,
and then it just like stops, and then it gets super electronic sounding.
Yeah.
Glad I don't have to hop betwixt streams.
What's up, Ranches? I'm gonna come see you soon, Ranches.
You get to cuddle Dudley? Lucky.
Not really cuddle. Not the way that I like to cuddle. I mean, he might like to cuddle that way, but I'm not going to speak on that. It's like getting
gay.
It's like it's like getting hugged by a bear. You know, like it could be fun, but probably not. It's going to hurt a little bit. Cool story, bro.
People's faces when screens freeze, dude. That's my biggest like fear. I'm way too over aware of what stuff happened. It's awful. When our faces freeze, it just was like.
So I lost like 5 pounds, dude. I've been going to the gym, and I had to work for every pound. It's been so hard. Like when you're like mid to late 40s, it's tough, man. If you can stay skinny, bro, do it. Don't let yourself get video game body.
Well, right now I feel like I don't have a choice, but you know, because I've tried.
And every skinny guy's like, oh, I wish I was big like that guy. And it's like, nah, man. Skinny dudes, lightweight people, not skinny, but lightweight people last longer. Just the way it is. The heavier you are, the shorter lifespan you got. It's just too hard on our bodies.
I don't know.
We're not
There was a time
meant to do all that.
Where I was like, you know what, I just want to become a monster. But then it was kind of like way too much work, and I'm like, I just want to be strong at this point. I don't care what I look like. So, yeah.
Yeah, I care what I look like about this much, but I how strong I am. Like my goal is really to be able to run 300 yards and then still fight when I get there.
Yeah.
Which sounds simple, but try doing it, especially when you're like 280 pounds and then you got all your stuff on. You know what I mean? Yeah, not going to happen. If I made it 300, I'd probably be dead. Yeah, no fight left. I made it 300. That's it, right? No, not I. Okay.
But that is awesome, dude. Like, keep it up.
Yeah, well, this is the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good deal. I hope we get to do this again, man.
Do it again. I'll try to plus my internet up before, but no promises. But yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll text you next week and let you know what time I'm going to be on there.
Right on, man.
Are you gonna get back on? Do you want to send the people over to yours, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm getting off. If you
guys
want, you can.
I can. I don't know how many people want it, but I'm fine with it. We'll figure it out.
All around 5x5. Now, of course, it's 5x5.
Don't get to leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, guys, Shabbat Shalom. We'll do it again, bro. It was fun. Sorry we're going to cut it short, but it's just the internet's just super bad again. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do something different. I might have to go somewhere where they got some like really good up down speed because it ain't happening here. But catch you next time, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Hey, y'all
Shabbat
have a
shalom.
rest of the Sabbath. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom.